It's been about a year now since I've posted the single pedal slide technique explanation video, and I've had a lot of good comments and a lot of good questions. I get a lot of emails asking how to do different things and stuff I just didn't think to cover on the video, so I decided I would go ahead and post another one. So I want to thank everybody for commenting and asking questions and subscribing and just being my friends on there. So anyways, just keep watching my videos and keep asking questions because I love to answer and help out, and yeah, it's going to cover everything that's been asked over the past year through email, the wall, all different kinds of things on there. So one of the most popular questions involves the pedals that I use. Okay, this is the Pearl Eliminator. One of my friends actually fixed it so that the beater was all the way down here, because this is not the one I use actually. This is the single version I had before I got doubles. These aren't exactly the most recommended on metal. I've used them since I started playing, and there are several different adjustments. Some of them are good for jazz, some are good for metal. The one I currently play with, let me go check. The blue cam is what I currently play with. It's jacked up. You can adjust the rear to be closer or higher, just basically adjusting the angle. It's not the world's best pedal. I would recommend Axis if you can afford it, but really you can do this technique with any pedal. It doesn't matter. I've sat down on some really crappy drum sets with some nasty pedals that been around since the Stone Age and still pulled this thing off just as if I was playing on a nice Pearl Eliminator or an Axis pedal. While you're watching this video, just keep in mind you don't have to have a specific kind of pedal to do this. It's not any special trick or anything like that. It is with one foot. It is done with any kind of pedal. Just don't get discouraged. This technique takes a long time to learn. Some people get it right off the bat, some people don't, but everyone is capable of doing this. It just takes perseverance, practice. Watch this video several times, and it'll help you out. Alright, let's take you over to my drum set. We have the Eliminator pedal here, Eliminator pedal there. A lot of questions that I get is about the tension. The tension is actually pretty irrelevant. It's really about personal preference. It doesn't have a whole lot of bearing on it. Practicing with high tension really helps your speed and your endurance. Lately I've been using loose tension and I find it to be more comfortable to me. So I mean, any way you want to play, just find your comfort zone, and that's the easiest way to do it. I get a lot of other questions about my bass drum and how it sounds. There's nothing special about it. I've got a little sticker there that's made of plastic, and I've beat the crap out of it, so it's got a lot of wear and tear on it, but still it keeps you from busting your head, and it also, I guess, gives it a little bit of a snap. I haven't noticed much of a difference, but anyways, you got also padding is very important. As you can see, I had like a quilt in there. That's really important for your sound. I prefer deadening up the bass as much as you possibly can. That gives you more rebound and it gives you a dead sound. And I always have had a problem with the resonating drum sound. It's good for jazz, I guess, but you know, I think that a good snap out of your bass is a more quality sound to me. Next thing. I use the plastic tips on the beaters. It's a quad beater. They come with the standard Eliminator pedal. You can switch it from the felt side or the plastic side. I use plastic because you get a snap out of it, and that in conjunction with the dead bass and the bass sticker thing on there, it really gets a good clicking sound, and it really clean and really fast, snappy. That's what you want. Alright, now that we're all the way through the other stuff, we can get started on the actual technique itself. I'm going to show you two things. I'm going to show you a double and a triple. This is done with a single bass. It's just a quick, get my pants out of the way, it's a quick slide. Basically this technique consists of one swift movement. It's from the rear of the pedal to the front, or actually from the middle of the pedal to the front, and it has two hits. The first hit is while your foot is pressed in the center, the middle of the pedal, and then moving to the front, finishing the movement. So you're going to have a swift, sweeping forward motion. I get a lot of questions asking if I play heel-toe, and I keep my heels up most of the time. It gives you a lot of power, a lot of speed, and it works every time. Anyways, when you're doing this, you're going to keep your heel up and get an initial hit here, and let your foot continue to slide forward and finish another hit here. The basic principle of this technique is one swift sliding motion. And it's not necessarily a complete slide. Your foot's going to bounce. Your foot pretty much maintains contact with the pedal throughout the entire movement. And you get an initial hit in the middle of the pedal and finish with a final hit here that gets you the double. And you basically apply pressure here, slide forward, and get a final hit here, giving you the double hit that you so desire. It's very helpful if you're stuck with a single kick, or if you just want to show off. It's just kind of fun. A lot of drum solos that you hear will have a drum solo that incorporates 2 hits on a snare or a tom, and then a answer double bass hit. And you can do that simply with this single technique with 1 foot. 2 hits on the snare, and then a response. It's a really cool thing because you can avoid using a double pedal with that sort of thing. You can use that in rhythms and beats, and it's very helpful. Finally, when you get the technique down where you can do it pretty clearly with 1 foot, then you can also add a 3rd hit at the end with your left. And I'm working on getting the slide down with my left, and it's going to take some time, which I'd really love to do some double bass work, getting 1, 2, 1, 2. That would be really nice and awesome in a fairy tale land, and I'm going to work on it. So I've got something to work on while you guys are working on this, and hopefully I'll have a video for you guys when I get the left foot going. And if my theory is correct, it can work towards some very fast double bass work by getting a double hit here and double hit there. Until that time, which I long for dearly, I'm just going to add a 3rd hit, getting a triple. This is extremely helpful during drum rolls. I like to incorporate a 4 hits on a tom or a snare or whatever you want to roll with, and adding a triplet in between. Now, this is not going to be exactly mathematically sound with the rest of the beat because you have 4 here and 3 here, but if you time it correctly, you can use the bass as a sort of roll instead of an actual beat count. It fills in the space, and it makes a really clean transition to the next tom. That's the basic movement. My favorite and most effective way to use this technique is through rolls. Basically what you got, 4 hits, that's all you got. An interesting way that you can use this is during a beat, just straight through. One of my favorite beats that I've been working on lately really incorporates this roll into a beat, so it's kind of cool. If you have any other emails or any other questions, feel absolutely free to email me them. I answer rather quickly, and I'm always happy to help out. So, and thanks a lot everyone, and I hope you enjoy it. This is one of those kind of techniques that takes some time, and like I said, it comes to some people really quickly, but you know, it will come to you. Just keep practicing. If you having trouble with it, then like I said, feel free to email me and ask me any kind of questions that you would have. But yeah, don't give up practicing. Stay with it, and you'll be extremely happy with your desired result when you are able to pull off the single pedal slide technique, and then you can show your friends and family, and it'll be all kinds of fun like that, and then you can throw a party. Have a festive event because you have achieved this level. Parade, a ballroom dance, coronation, glorious and wonderful holiday,